Hello dear students. In today's video we are going to discuss about what are the informations that we obtain from a balanced chemical equation. So the previous videos we have already discussed how to balance a chemical equation. See, in a balanced chemical equation just like this, 3Fe plus 4H2O reacts to give Fe3O4 plus H2. So in this equation, see here what is happening. If it is written just like this, we will get only the information about how many number of atoms that are taking place in the chemical reaction. But we won't be getting any other informations. So we can write, in addition to this, we can refer to the state, in which state these reactants are or the products are. So iron is in solid state. See, water that is in gaseous state. So Fe3O4, the products of O, that is in solid state, and hydrogen gas which is released in the form of gas. So that's what we are representing with these symbols of the physical state of which these reactants or products are present or taking part in a chemical reaction. And similarly, you can see the burning of magnesium ribbon, of which we talked about earlier. So here magnesium, in which state, suppose if you simply write a chemical equation just without mentioning its physical state of the reactants and products, so we won't be able to judge whether in which condition, which state their reactant and products are. But here you can see as heat, magnesium that is in solid state, and oxygen which is in gaseous state, and magnesium oxide. As a result of the reaction, the magnesium oxide that is formed, that will be in the solid state, the ash that we form. We already saw that. Then another equation, carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen. See, carbon monoxide in gaseous state, hydrogen in gaseous state. So these combine, these two atoms, carbon monoxide, this compound, and hydrogen molecule, this will combine in order to produce methanol. So this particular reaction, for this reaction to takes place, so these are two gases. If these two gases were to combine, so we need to exert atmospheric very high pressure. We need to put very high pressure. Then only these gaseous molecules will combine so as to give this particular product that is called methanol, which is in liquid state. So we already studied in class 9 that in order to also about compressing, of we compressing or means by applying more pressure, we can compress the gaseous state into liquid state. See here that is happening. See, at the same time these two will get react, and as a result the product we obtain, that is methanol, which is in liquid state. So for that we need to this particular condition, the condition that is essential for carrying out this particular chemical reaction, that is pressure. We know that the normal atmospheric pressure at sea level is 1 atmospheric pressure. See, but here we, for carrying out this particular chemical reaction, we need to exert 340 atmospheric pressure. And now let us look at the next reaction, which is very important for us, and also which is very essential for the human beings or every animals or every living beings to survive. That is photosynthesis. See, during photosynthesis, what is happening? See, carbon dioxide reacts with water. That is happening. This particular reaction is happening uh, with the help of sunlight, and this reaction is taking place in the chlorophyll. See, these two conditions, sunlight is very essential for photosynthesis, and this reaction is taking place in chlorophyll. So this we are writing just above the arrow mark or below the arrow mark. So as we written here, the mentioned here the pressure just above or below the arrow mark. So these are the conditions, essential conditions that are required for carrying out this particular reaction, photosynthesis. So that we mentioned, if we mention this particular thing here, so that chemical equation becomes more informative. Similarly, you can see the carbon dioxide, the normally the leaves of the plants absorb it through stomata, so that they are occurring in the form of water soluble form. See, once it gets into the stomata, it becomes soluble in water. So carbon dioxide that is available for the plants, suppose available to the chlorophyll in order to take this particular process to take place, that carbon dioxide that will be in aqueous form. See, solid, liquid, gas, we are familiar with these three states of matter. See, what do you mean by aqueous? Aqueous means if something is soluble or dissolved in water. So the solution of something in water is known as aqueous solution. Aqua means water. So similarly, carbon dioxide in aqueous form, that means carbon dioxide is mixed with water or dissolved in water. So that we are taking plus water in liquid form. In liquid state, these two combine in the presence of sunlight, using the sunlight energy, C, in chlorophyll. As a result, the glucose or the starch that is produced, glucose that will be the product that will be in aqueous form, plus oxygen gas that is released that will be in aqueous form, plus water vapor or water that will be in liquid state. So these are the information that we obtain from this particular chemical equation. We can mention the physical states of the reactants as well as the products, or we can write the conditions. We can mention the conditions of temperature, pressure, or what are the requirements for that particular chemical reaction to be carried out. The next one more equation we can see, the formation of ammonia. Nitrogen plus hydrogen. See, nitrogen in gaseous state that combines with hydrogen in the gaseous state so as to form ammonia. See here, nitrogen, we know that 78% of the atmosphere that is filled with nitrogen gas. Hydrogen is also present in the atmosphere. So why then this reaction won't be taking place freely in the atmosphere? For that, it requires very high amount of temperature as well as very high pressure. 150 to 200 atmospheric pressure is required, for 400 to 500 degrees Celsius temperature that is essential for this reaction to carry out. And one more thing you can notice here, that is iron. Why I have written iron here? Because iron is essential. Iron will, in the presence of iron, will increase the rate of this particular reaction in the forward direction. So what is happening? Nitrogen plus hydrogen that reacts for this combining of these two gases. So it requires these three essential conditions: 150 to 200 atmospheric pressure, 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. Then it increases the rate of this chemical reaction without actually taking part in this chemical reaction. Either you look at the left hand side, here there is no atom of iron. On the product side, there also you can see no atom of iron. See, but the presence of iron, if iron is present in this particular reaction process, that is known as Haber process, so the rate of the reaction will increase. So for that particular purpose, we are using iron. That is known as catalyst, which enhances the rate of chemical reaction. See, these are the conditions which are essential: 150 to 200 atmospheric pressure, 500 degrees centigrade temperature, which is essential, and presence of catalyst iron. So these are the essential conditions that are required for carrying out this particular chemical reaction.